Hey guys, it's Paul from Ashen. It's a new comic book day for the week of November 1st. Happy Halloween. We're going to get started right now.
Hey guys, Tim from Capes and Scowls in the comic book store, here to help out Ashen Phoenix with your trades of the week. We've got a new Steven Universe book, which is an original graphic novel to my understanding. We have a very DC Rebirth holiday, printing a bunch of Christmas-themed books for your Halloween.
Those were actually really good, though.
Yeah, but
some of those were actually pretty. Yeah, but they're just off.
But yeah.
Even the comics are invading other holidays.
It's weird, right? We have Black, which is from Black Mask. I heard that was kind of a cool book. We've got the massive Ninth Wave, which was the prequel, I believe. We've got Action Comics Volume 4. Action Comics. There's action in that comic. We've got Deadpool. This is the, what was that event called? Secret Empire tie-in. We have Justice League Volume 4. And we have Batman, the Dark Prince Charming, 1 of 2 hardcover. I don't know nothing about that.
So this week was a kind of a heavy Batman week for me. I've read 3 Batman books. So I'm going to kind of put 2 of them together just because that's how it is. How I'm going to get through this. I'm going to refer to this as a different world because I'm thoroughly convinced that all the bad things that are happening in Metal are going to get retconned away. So, to me, this is not Elseworlds story now. But I have Dark Knight, Batman the Devastator, issue number 1, and Batman White Knight, issue number 2. The Devastator is a world where Superman has gone crazy and Batman uses a strain of the Doomsday virus to become strong enough to kill his Superman. And then he comes to this world and has infected all of the world because he needs to kill our Superman. It's an interesting book. I like the series. I like all these tie-in books. This one probably isn't as good as The Drowned or the others, but it's still worth the read. It's still worth seeing how things are going. I believe Batman White Knight was a much better story. For those who haven't seen the issue, pretend a world where Batman, through his own fault, has beaten the Joker into sanity. Like, the Joker's completely sane, and he puts Gotham City on trial and wins. So he is a free man and a rich man because of Gotham City basically being complicit in helping Batman rid crime. He managed to convince the jury to set him free and grant him a civil trial win. This book has been awesome. It is definitely one of my favorite Elseworld series titles. I highly suggest picking up Batman White Knight. It's probably my favorite of the series going through.
My first book is Number 1 with a Bullet by Image. This is a very weird book. You follow an intern as she goes through her day of working at this big corporation, and they are the inventors of these weird contact lenses that are kind of like the new cell phone, I guess. And it's strange. It's just a really strange book. It's not bad. It just kind of flows weird. The art I really liked. I think it's either you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. It's very strange art. The colors are really good. But it's just a weird book. And the intern kind of runs around doing her thing, and of course it has to end badly by the end of issue 1. It's a thing and it happened.
Next up we have Captain America, issue number 695. It is the start of the Mark Waid run, and I'm a fan of Mark Waid comics. He usually does a great job on them. And this one was kind of neat. Takes place both in the present and also in the past, where a story where Captain America, having just thawed and become part of the Avengers, takes down a white supremacy group in this small town in Nebraska. 10 years later, which would, I guess, be our current time, he comes back because he has intel that that group is going to strike again, and he sees this festival that is a tribute to Captain America. And it's interesting seeing, even though the issues of Secret Empire have happened, that at least in this town, they haven't forgotten who Captain America was and all the things that he stood for. So it's kind of an interesting book. I wasn't a huge fan of the art. It fit with what was going on, but it's just not something I'm used to and something I like. But Mark Waid's writing was spectacular. So if you are a fan of Captain America, if you're interested in seeing how things are going after Secret Empire, this one's definitely worth the read.
I don't know why I do this to myself, but I read Deadman. I like Deadman, but this is written, drawn, and colored by Neil Adams. And I don't like Neil Adams. Because if you've ever met Neil Adams, especially recently, he's kind of a jerk. There, I said it. And he's kind of phoning it in, and quite frankly, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. He's taking a simple premise, and he's making it way more difficult than it needs to be. I don't know why. Maybe to collect 3 paychecks? This is awful. It glows in the dark, though. That's kind of fun. So if you want to have some poorly drawn Neil Adams cover glow in the dark, you could just go under a blanket and see Neil Adams' crappy drawings glowing in the dark. You could do that, because this is garbage. And the character's good, and I'm sorry that this happened.
And last up, my pick of the week is Batman issue number 34. I love this book. We are in the world of Talia al Ghul. Batman is fighting to find a woman who blamed, or who got Selina Kyle blamed for dozens of murders, and basically trying to fix that. The banter between Batman and Catwoman is amazing. They fight already like a married couple, and it was just beautiful seeing the interactions between the two of them. And then also seeing Damian and Dick and their interactions through this series. I love this book. And I'm a Detective Comics person, because I really like that series a little bit better, but Batman is really growing on me. So definitely pick this one up. It is worth looking at, and if you haven't done so already, pick up the issues before this, Batman issue number 24, Batman issue number 25, and then 33 and 34. You don't necessarily need to pick out all 8 issues of the Joker Riddler War, but they are a pretty good read too, just to see where this is going. But highly suggest picking this one up.
All right, people. This is my pick of the week. It's the Jetsons, number 1. Who saw that coming? I didn't really care for the Flintstones, and I didn't really care for the Scooby Apocalypse. Not that it's bad, just wasn't for me. So I was kind of curious if I was going to care at all for the Jetsons. Now, this is going to be a 6-issue miniseries. I don't remember in the cartoon if they ever explained what happened to the planet and why the cities are floating above in the sky. They explain all that here, and it's actually pretty great. They give you an origin for what made everything go poof. They explain how they stay in the sky. They explain what's down below. It's water. There's a lot of water. Global warming, everybody. Cautionary tale. The Rosie the robot is actually George's mother. That's interesting. There's a lot of weird things going on here, and I gotta say, I was pretty impressed. The art is meh, but the writing was solid, and I'm curious to see where it goes. But in a week where there wasn't a lot of great things happening, and I'm still depressed from that Deadman book, I'm just so depressed, Paul. I can't even talk about it. It was so awful, and I hate myself for reading it. But the Jetsons was good. Get the Jetsons.
Another week down Thanks to all of our Patreon subscribers. You guys have been awesome. Thanks to all our new subscribers. All of you, man. We are up to over 800 subscribers now. This channel is growing little by little, and we appreciate everybody that keeps watching every single week. And we'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to Capes and Scowls channel, because Tim could definitely use the subscriptions too. Check out last week's reviews or anything that you might have missed. See you guys later.